Hey guys, it's True with GunsAmerica's Hunt365, and today I want to tell you about a hunting tent or camping tent or car tent that you may not have seen before. It's the Elk Mountain Tents Yukon bell tent. Now, I actually did a review of an Elk Mountain wall tent. They're 13 by 20. You can find it at GunsAmerica's Hunt365. It's available and ready to read. It's free if you go look for that. And I love that tent. It's fantastic. I put a stove in it. And it's huge, a little room for lots of your friends. It's really strong, but it takes a lot of work to put it up. And so I was actually looking for a tent that was still hold some people, but that wasn't nearly as hard to set up. And so this is the bell tent that by Elk Mountain Tents. A couple of unique things about these tents is they use a synthetic canvas. It's not your traditional canvas. It's more resistant to mold and rot. It's lighter and it's stronger. But you know, sometimes you hear a synthetic and you think, oh, it's going to be noisy and not feel right, it's not going to breathe, and that's not the case. It breathes just as well as traditional canvas. You can't really tell the difference when you feel it, but it is stronger and more resistant to those things. The other good part about this is that these tents, these bell tents, there's 3 sizes available. There's a 13, a 16, and a 20. And this is the 16 that we're going to set up today, but they're priced really reasonably, like $745 to $1,095 or something like that for the biggest 20-foot one. So you're gonna see the 16 get set up. I'm gonna show you how fast I can do this. I've only done this one other time before, but stand by because we're gonna set it up and then we're going to show you some of the features on this bell tent, including the stove jack. So here we go. So guys, hardest part of this whole process is just putting a stake all the way around it, stretch it out, pull it out. Then you take this pole that's held together by a spring. You got caps on the ends that protect the tent. And you just open the door and you put this inside so that it's about in the center. Obviously, the more in the center, the better. But I'm near the center right there. And then you just go inside and stand it up. So once it's stood up, you start staking it out. There's more stakes, there's more ropes. So I just sort of start on one side, and the first time you set this up, you do have to attach your ropes, but it's not that big a deal. Okay, this is your door opening. Once again, it's held together by springs. And actually, it's probably easier if you set this up inside. But I'll show you here what it does. It just attaches like this and then creates your door frame opening. So I'm gonna go inside and put this in. Okay, so there's pockets inside that the feet fit into. There's a cap that goes on this so that if it rains, water doesn't drip into that hole. Now you have some structure. This is all uptight. It will withstand snow load, wind. I mean, look, it's not gonna handle quite as much snow load as a wall tent with a frame in it, but it does have a stove jack. There's plenty of room inside for a stove. And so as long as your stove's run, everything's gonna melt off. You're not gonna have to worry about it too much. So there are vents in the top. There are 4 windows around the bottom with mosquito netting in them, bug netting. There is a bathtub floor. And as you can see, if you go around and set this up, there's a drip here that goes over this so that it doesn't catch water. But this floor is really thick vinyl, and you can unzip it. So if you want to have a portion of actual ground inside, you can unzip the floor and roll it back. The stove portion is right here. It velcros down over the port, and you can roll it up. And it's all set here, so you cut your X in here for the size of chimney pipe that you're going to be using. So this one has not been cut yet, but you can see there's more windows around there. Okay, the door is like probably close to 5 feet tall. You got the outside door here. You've also got mosquito bug netting, so that if you want to, you can open this up for more ventilation and more airflow. So you could use this in the summertime, no problem. You're gonna have good ventilation. It's a good color, it doesn't attract heat. It's got a nice tall ceiling in it. You've got these door frames here that hold things open. It's a solid tent. It's going to withstand a lot of wind because of the way that it's shaped. This is 16 by 16, so I don't know what you can see in here, but you can fit a lot of people in this. It's tall enough around the edges that you could put cots in it and comfortably sleep on cots. There's obviously the spot here for the stove that goes right here at the front. I'm actually going to be kind of weird and actually lay down so that you get an idea of how much room there is in here. So this is the center pole, and if I was to lay down, you can see I'm not even close to the end here. So you've got 8 feet there. Somebody could be on that side. You could also roll people in and out this way. But guys, I can't stress enough how nice it is to be able to roll off of a cot, stand up, be able to have a stove if it's cold. But one person by themselves, I mean, you can see how fast this got set up. It's really very, very easy to do. So much easier than a wall tent. Weighs about 75 pounds, so it's not something you're gonna want to backpack in on your back. But overall, it's a really awesome tent with really good features. Go to Elk Mountain Tents. You can only buy this online. They don't have a storefront. It's how they keep their costs down. It's how the prices stay low. So go check them out. And then we'll see you again next time here at Hunt365. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you next time.